everybody, my name is Khalees, aka KT Raina, and welcome back to my channel all about me. So in today's video, we'll be doing another celebrity tarot reading. Today we'll be talking about Jung Hoseok, aka J-Hope from BTS. This month he has been doing a lot of solo work in preparation for the music festival that he will be performing at as a solo artist, which means of course you need to put out some music. And so he put out his single More, and he has his solo album coming up very soon, and so I thought it'd be a great time to do a reading on the future of his career. Before we get into the reading, please remember that I am just reading the energies, the vibes, and relaying the message. Please do not take this as a official confirmation of anything, all right? Okay, so without further ado, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Click the bell notification to know whenever I have a brand new video. And let's get into the reading. Hello, all right, so I'm going to be taking a look at the Lightseers Tarot, and I'm going to be asking what is next in J-Hope's career, all right? And then I also have these two oracle decks that I'll be taking a look at as well to get some more in-depth messages, all right? So for J-Hope, we have the Seven of Cups. All right, we have number 10, the Wheel. Ooh. We have Six of Swords. We have Six of Wands. We have Nine of Swords. We have Two of Cups. We have Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Chariot. Okay, so automatically what I see here is that he's going to have continue to have a very abundant career, and he's definitely going to be meeting some higher goals in life. However, it most definitely will be a challenging journey. So with the Six of Wands, this could like symbolize, you know, him really finding who he is as an individual when it comes to artistry. And this is where he's like, that's his goal, right? Is to find his independence as an artist, so that with the Two of Cups, he can contribute to his group on a higher level, right? So when J-Hope or Jung Hoseok joined BTS, there was RM and Yoongi were already in the group, and those are the rappers of the group. So there's three rappers, and those are two rappers in the group who have been rapping for a very long time. That's something that they always wanted to do, something that aspired to do, and something they've been doing for a very, 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 very long time before they even joined the company. So they were pretty, you know, pretty experienced, you could say. And then on top of that, they also produce music, and so that was a lot for J-Hope to have to live up to, but it also was a source of inspiration for him with this 10 of the Wheel, number 10 card. It was intimidating, but it was a source of inspiration for him. And now he's having to, you know, decide, right? And then we also have like the Nine of Cups and Strength. So yeah, that means success. He'll find success in deciding where he wants to go in his career as an individual, but like really trying to find, you know, the truth, right? Trying to find where his truth lies in terms of being an artist and being a solo artist. And this is a journey that he's willing to accept. So he's not trying to get immediate results. He's trying to learn through experience. However, this experience is happening very quickly for him. He is definitely in an environment that really knows how to feed into that. and knows how to support him, because that's not the case for every idol who wants to explore themselves as an individual. A lot of times they are not properly supported, or if they do go for a solo career, it's very controlling. But for Jung Hoseok, he has these people, you see like the black and the white, so it's very balanced. He has these people who back him up and tell him like, yeah, go for it, man. You know, what do you need? What do you need for me to help you? He has a company that's there to actually help him. And so that's really helping speed up his learning process, figure out who he is and where he is. And with the Six of Swords and the Nine of Swords, right? I see him. So you see here, there's all these dark birds. We have this one up here that's coming in to shed some light. So he might have had some moments where he felt, like I said, intimidated by how amazing and powerful and talented the other two rappers of the group were. And it may have put him in a position where he's like really like reflecting in a way. So I think that, one second. So what I was about to say was, I think that he's an Aquarius. So I went to look it up because I don't want to spread misinformation, because that is the energy that I'm getting, but it could have easily been, you know, any other sign that does give similar Aquarius energy. So I'll look it up. He is an Aquarius, which makes sense because there's a lot of wind energy here, you know, some cups. And Aquarius is the water bearer, but they are not the reason that Aquarius is a air sign and not a water sign is because they are not one with water. They are separate from it, and water represents emotions. In order to be a water sign, you need to be connected with those emotions. Aquariuses are not. They bear the water, they give it to others, but they are not known as very emotional signs, you know. But they are one for friendships, building relationships, building friendships, and connecting with others and learning new things. So that's why they bear the water, but they are not one with water. And so that's the energy that I definitely got from here, with the being intimidated, but then quickly turning that into inspiration to find himself in his artistry, right? That's definitely something that Aquariuses tend to do. Like I said, they are the water bearer. They're not one with water, so they don't really allow those emotions to overwhelm them. They more so analyze them and assess them and try to understand them so they can figure out what to do next. So yeah, so this might be something that not a lot of people noticed when it came to him, like these little insecurities or fears that he might have had, because he was handling them privately, like very quickly, just, okay, bringing it together and just like putting himself out there, you know, trying to live his dream. Like he wasn't about to let these feelings, these emotions and thoughts infiltrate his ability to live his dream. And that's why this journey is moving so quickly, because he's learning so quickly, and that's just naturally how he is. He learns very quickly, he picks up on things very quickly, and he has an environment of people who support that. And so he's very, very lucky. And he was definitely, when it comes in terms of being his career, he was definitely dealt a very amazing hand of cards, no pun intended. But yeah, as you see with the Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, right? So like I said, he has a team of people that he works very, very well with. And on this journey, right, you see this guy, he has a sword, so a team of people he works really well with. And so on his journey, he's planting these seeds for the future. And it's happening very quickly. So you see this person's walking. As he's walking, it's just drop, 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 drop. And it's happening very fast. And like I said, we have the Chariot. We have the number 7. 7 represents, you know, luck and stuff like that. Usually when you see the number 7, you might see it as a representation for winning the lotto, or winning at any term of gambling. Any area where you gamble, you know, number 7 represents, you know, you won it all, right? And so definitely he's winning it all. He's going to win it all. He's definitely going to find himself during this journey. So this is really not just a journey about finances and stuff, but it's a journey about finding himself and healing his inner child, his inner self, and really learning to understand more just who he is more. So that's what I see. He's just trying to experiment with different styles, right? So that might be the vibe that he's going for. So this time, like the first time when he had his mixtape that everyone was waiting for, it was very much typical, you know, J-Hope energy, very bouncy, very out there, very colorful. But now he's trying to do something different, like outside of this image that he portrays of this happy sunshine rainbows. He wants to try something different because people have multiple layers. Like in Shrek, they say they got layers like an onion. Yeah, humans are like that. They have layers like an onion. And you'll never really know who someone is just by like seeing them on TV or on your, you know, phone screen or whatever. You won't really know who that person is unless you spend a lot of time with them. And I mean like a lot of time, personal time with them, you know. So he's trying to express these other parts of himself that were never brought into light. And so that's why because I'm filming this before the album comes out, his album might be very different from what you would expect from Hoseok. It might be very different from what you expect because he's just trying to understand himself more. And it's not really a people-pleasing project. It's a learning project. That's what it is. You know, so if you don't like it, you know, that's your opinion. That's how you feel. But remember that it's important for artists or people in general just to experiment with different things and see what they like, see what they don't like. And sometimes it hits, sometimes it flops, you know. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's a learning experience for this person, you know. So that's what I see for the future of his career. I see him continuing to experiment as an individual in his artistry so he can learn to understand himself more and how versatile he is and where he stands when it comes to music, rapping, producing music, all the other stuff, you know. And he's going to find this coming in very quickly because he has a group of people who really support him. He learns very quickly. He's not one to let emotions or circumstances overwhelm him and shut him down. He's not going to give up on his dream, and I think that's amazing. And he's definitely going to achieve his goal, and that's on period. Oh shit, underneath this we have the 9 of Pentacles. So like I said, he will have grown so much that he'll have such versatility in his skill, and he would have accomplished so much that he can just like pick and choose the things that he wants to do, right? I remember at one point he was trying to learn different styles of dance as well, which was very, very interesting. And like I said, he's just trying to learn as much as he can through this journey, and he's taking his time, but it's happening very quickly because like I said, he learns quickly. He's in a great environment for it, and he's just going to have like this arsenal of talent, of things that he has collected through his journeys, and it's going to feel fulfilling and very abundant, right? So he's abundant in experience and knowledge and wisdom, and which makes sense because he's an Aquarius, and this does feel like a lot of Aquarius energy. And Aquarius does represent knowing, just naturally just knowing, and they're constantly giving but taking in new knowledge, and that is just like pure Aquarius energy, very much. So he's very much on the right path on his journey. That's really amazing. Like I said, that's not the case for all K-pop idols. A lot of them do feel kind of lost or hurt or whatever the case may be, but luckily for Jung Hoseok, that he's good, he's okay, and he's going to continue to be great. All right, so we're going to be looking at the Star Seed Oracle deck, and we're going to be asking the same question because, you know, we got questions. What is next in Jung Hoseok's career? Okay, we have fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. We have wait. It's not yet time. Things are being woven. We have activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. We have we the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. All paths lead home, inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. We have water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Okay, what I see here is that he may need to tap more into his feminine energies, right? Because we as people, we have both energies. We have masculine energies and we have feminine energies, right? And a lot of times we may lean more into one in a healthy manner, and sometimes we lean more into one in a more low vibrational manner. It really just depends on the situation, how we grew up, and stuff like that. Someone who is more in the feminine energy but has never felt protected or respected, provided for, will fall more into their masculine energy as a way to protect themselves, right? Which can come across in a very low vibrational way because they're doing it out of a state of fear, but it's something that's subconscious you're not really aware of, right? And so through healing and healing your inner child and stuff like that, you're able to come more into your feminine energy, right? So with Jung Hoseok, he might have, he might be someone who just naturally falls into their masculine energy in a pretty healthy way. But when it comes to being creative, you have to tap into your feminine energy, right? And that might be something that might have been a little bit blocked for a while. But like I said, he has an Aquarius and he seems like he has a lot of Aquarius energy. He's like really in that energy right now. And Aquarius knows how to flow. They know how to go with the flow. Aquarius is a fixed sign, so they can be very hard-headed. However, when they're in their higher vibration and they're just open to learning, they come out of that fixed mindset and they learn how to flow. And it seems like as he's been going through this journey and learning, because this is his divine path, and all path leads home. So as he's going through these different experiences, whether it be fun, not fun, stressful, whatever the case may be, it's teaching him how to deal with change and deal with just life and not expecting things to go exactly the way that he expected. And it seems like he's just through these experiences, he's been really, really learning how to adjust. And with surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Venus energy is that feminine energy and make love to life. So with these waters, because there's a lot of water in these cards, he is learning to connect with that water. Like I said earlier in the reading, Aquarius energy is not connected with water. It just bears the water. That is why it's an air sign. And a lot of Aquarius's journeys is to learn to connect with that water. And that is what he has learned through this journey. He's continuing to learn. Connecting with that water is connecting with that feminine energy and allowing these ideas and creative feelings to flow. So that's what we have, wait and fall into my arms and surrender and stuff like that, and water your garden, because he needs to take time to feel himself and feel those emotions and not be so hard on himself to get things done and reach these goals in a certain amount of time, because life is life. And life will life, okay? Nature will just do its thing. Life will do its thing. The universe will do its thing. And you just got to learn how to adjust and adapt. And through these experiences, he has definitely been learning to adjust and adapt. And that has really helped him fall more into his feminine energy so that he can create and discover himself, right? He can give birth to something new, something beautiful that really resonates and calls to him, right? And so yeah, it's like you see this person in the water, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. It's like he's being rebirthed, right? You know how people go do baptisms and stuff, and you come out, you're like, oh, you're reborn, rebirth, right? He's cleansing himself of all those stresses, of all those negative thoughts, or of all that hardcore self-talk where it's like, oh, you gotta go, keep going, push, 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 push. And he's taking a moment to just breathe, meditate, relax, release, and reflect and reconnect with his body and allowing that intuition to guide him. So that's why it doesn't seem like he's really in a rush to get there. He's trying to find that balance so that he's not pushing himself too hard in a very unhealthy way. But those changes are coming in very quickly because he is learning how to flow and be in that creative feminine energy. And it's really beautiful to see how he's transforming and rebirthing himself and reinventing himself in a very authentic and natural way. So yeah, that's what I see here is really tapping into his magic. He's really connecting with his Aquarius and healing that Aquarius energy and reconnecting it with the water and activating his power. And that's why I see this journey in his career is he's really activating his power, activating his truth, and reconnecting with this truth, so that he can give birth to some new art that really resonates with him intuitively. So that is what I see. It's very, very beautiful. So beautiful, okay? New solutions and new beginnings in our earth. So like I said, creating something new for himself. And it feels like he's reinventing himself constantly because he's just tapping into parts of himself that were never seen or that he's never seen, because sometimes that is the case. Sometimes you tap into parts of yourself that feel true, that are authentic, and you just didn't know they were there. You're like, what the fuck was that? But it's you. It's you, you know? Okay, now we're going to look at Moonology Oracle cards and be asking the same question. What is next in Jung Hoseok's career? Okay, so we have conclusions are within reach, full moon, eclipse. We have take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. We have meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. We have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. We have adjustments are required, third quarter moon. So with the meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces, it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. So we have what is a full moon cycle, new moon, full moon, new moon. That's how the cycle goes. And then of course you have the moon shifts in between. And so this just represents that this is a complete cycle that will be happening throughout the rest of his career as an individual. He will be going through this cycle, this shift, this change of really learning to see the different sides of himself, right? And really learning to understand where he needs improvement in terms of his mentality and how he feels about himself when he works. Like I said, learning to fall more into that feminine energy and flow, like the Pisces, the fish in Pisces, and flow, the yin and yang, finding that balance and really understanding it and how it works for you, and then adjusting it where it needs to be adjusted. And that's what he seems like he's trying to find when it comes to his career, a nice balance. We have Scorpio and we have Taurus, right? With these, right, we have the Scorpio, which has like the pointy claws and the pointy tail and the pointy feet, right? And that is that rigid masculine energy just poking at him, and that's that negativity coming in and being too hard on himself, essentially, and pushing himself too hard to the point where it is unhealthy. He might hurt himself, like, you know, the pointy tail of a Scorpio. And then we have prosperity lies ahead with the new moon in Taurus, finding this nice balance of pushing himself but also giving himself space and time to relax, like the full moon, new moon, just relax, right? We'll bring in a new era. So this new moon, this new era, where he is able to come at things full force, knowing that he's going to be able to handle it in a way where he's not going to get hurt, but he's going to be taking things to the next level at the same time. So like I said, that yin and yang, that balance. Then we have take time to breathe out. So like I said, finding that space where he can just be kind to himself, okay? Be kind, right? Adjustments are required. Third quarter moons, like I said, just take care of yourself, okay? With third quarter moon, this might have been a journey that's been going on for a while, and he's in the latter half where things are really heating up, and that's why conclusions are within reach with the full moon eclipse. This is a very powerful full moon because it's a full moon eclipse, and it's where things are going to take a serious shift. So with conclusions are in reach, when he hits that high point where things are really heating up, things are really getting to that oh shit, I'm here point, that's when he'll start to finally understand where his balance is and how to really tap into his feminine energy and healthy feminine energy and his healthy masculine energy, and find that balance where he's properly taking care of himself but also pushing himself enough to take things to the next level and not being so hard on himself, okay? So that's what I see. Like I said, Aquarius reconnecting with the water in a high vibrational way. That's what I see. The moons control the water, so moon represents, you know, intuition, emotions, and stuff like that. And so I do feel him reconnecting with his feminine and learning to reconnect with his intuition and having this powerful moment of just being lit up inside and being like, I got this. I'm going to be okay. I got this. Enough with the negative self-talk, all of that. You're good now, you know? But yeah, I do see this like heating up pretty soon because like I said, it seems like he's in the latter half of this journey. But of course the self-discovery never ends. And so this journey, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. So we had the new moon in Taurus, now we have the full moon in Taurus. Like I said, going full force ahead, that feeling of you got this, everything's balanced, everything's going to figure itself out, will be the feeling that he will develop through this lesson during the latter half of the lesson. Like I said, self-discovery never ends. It just continues, it changes and it shifts, and you're always learning something new. But this discovery of reconnecting with the feminine and intuition will reach a, you know, fiery conclusion very soon, maybe toward more towards the end of the year, something like that. And he will continue to take that lesson and learn more about himself as an artist throughout the years to come. All right, so that is it for Jung Hoseok, aka J-Hope of BTS. That is all for his, you know, future career reading. It seems like he's doing really well. He's on the right path. He's just trying to not get in his own way of his success and happiness and health, overall health. And it seems like he's doing a pretty good job at taking it pretty well. And he has a great team behind him to help him do that, continue to do that, right? All right. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Click that bell notification to know whenever I have a brand new video. Share this with somebody that you think would enjoy. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.